What's up, goodies? Your girl is back with another video. This is how to cook, and today your girl is throwing down your requested recipe: vegan oxtail stew and butter bean recipe in your kitchen, fast, easy, and simple. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you always know when we upload a brand new video. And for all our returning goodies, guess what? Wanna know what's similar one, right? Let's cook. In my eyes, you're a star, girl. Hey, she fit me, and she give me love plenty. Yeah, she authentic. This are the real thing, this are the plastic. Okay, my loves, let's get into the recipe and all the things you're gonna need to create this wicked oxtail recipe. All right, you need a vital wheat gluten. You cannot skip that. You're going to need that, and I did purchase that on Amazon. You also need some black bean. I have 1 can here. You'll need salt. You're going to need garlic and onion powder. You're also going to need some paprika because you need the meat like color, and your oxtail season. This cannot be substituted. You'll definitely need that. Your favorite season, like some kind of an all-purpose season. I'm using combo here and black pepper. Now this right here cannot be substituted. I have to add this to the recipe. I have my nutritional yeast flakes here. This vegan nutritional yeast I did purchase on Amazon. However, if you not have this one, you could find nutritional yeast flakes in Walmart. I usually go to Walmart and buy it, right? And it's just as good, but you cannot substitute that process. Moving right along, in a container you will add 1.5 cup of your vital wheat gluten. All right, so you add 1.5 cups of that, and then after you add that, you're going to go in and add 1/2 cup of your nutritional yeast flakes here, and this process cannot be substituted. Right now, to flavor it up, you're going to go ahead and add your onion and garlic powder for sure, because we want this thing to have flavor, right? Salt to flavor, just a tad bit, because I'm cut down on that tremendously, and black pepper. All right, and I think that's about a teaspoon. But I'm gonna put everything down below. Go in and put your oxtail season, about a tablespoon of that, and a tablespoon of paprika, right? So we get that. Your favorite season, any kind of an all-purpose season, I'm using combo here, about a teaspoon of that. Give that all a good mix and combine it really, really well. All right, for your best texture oxtail, combine it. Moving along, we're going to blend up our black beans. I'm using 1 can here. If you don't want to use the one in the can, you could cook up your black bean. May not have no time for that. Make sure when you blend it up, it is nice and smooth to the touch. You want the texture to be smooth. Get all the beans all pureed out for this particular recipe. I have some other oxtail recipe. This one is totally different, and let me tell you something, to the core is so good. You smooth out your black beans in your blender. Do not add water to it. There's no water added to it. Pour it out into your mixture just like so. Okay, mix it all together, combine it really, really well. Now after you have combined, it's going to look like that. I did add 1/2 cup of water to it. If you don't want to add water and keep the flavors going, of course you could use vegetable broth to the mix, but I did go in and add water because I have the season in already, so it's already flavored, so the 1/2 cup of water will not take away from the taste of the oxtail, right? Now you're going to go in with your hands and combine it really well until it looks something like that. It should look like that. All right, now this is what you're going to do. You're going to set that aside and you're going to move on. Forget the bone kind of thing in the middle. I decided to go in with my celery. We are going to clean the celery up really nice before you move on with the celery process, right? So this is how I do it when I'm cleaning my celeries. Okay, cut off the ends and make sure we get some of them strings off as much as you possibly can, but you'll probably just need 1 large celery for this recipe. Just one will do, but if you want to add more to it, of course you could add another one to make it double stacked. Okay, so this is what you're going to do to get your vegan oxtail going. Place it on a container, on your surface. Place it on your surface, goodie, and use your fingers. Now, make sure that your fingers are nice and clean, and this, all you have to do is just open it all out, spread it out on the surface, just like this, just exactly like this. Do not substitute anything that I'm doing here. Do it exactly like this. Place the celery in the middle, and this is where I was telling you, if you want more celery, of course you could add 2 celeries in the middle. All right, but just go ahead and start folding it over until it looks like that. Just fold it over. All right, just like that. Perfect, right? All right, after you have done that, we are now going to seal it up nice. Like so. Now you want to get some wax paper for sure, and you're going to wrap it in the wax paper nice and tight like that, and then you're going to go in and get your plastic wrap and wrap it. So you're going to double it up. You're going to use your wax paper first, and then you use your plastic wrap, your cling wrap, and tighten it up real good. It should look like this. You're going to put it in your refrigerator and let it sit overnight. It needs to be sitting in that refrigerator for at least 24 hours. So we're not going to be doing anything to it, goodie. When you get to this step, you put it in your refrigerator, not your freezer, your refrigerator for 24 hours. 24 hours later, you come back. This is what your vegan oxtail is going to look like. The texture is going to be so firm and dense. It's going to be nice. Look just like meat, exactly like meat. Alright, what you're going to do here is slice your oxtail. You're going to slice it up, right? Just like you slice your regular oxtail, you're going to slice this one up, right? Just like that. And that is what your oxtail is going to look like. When you've sliced it, it's going to be nice, meat-like to the touch. Perfect. That is exactly how. If it's not looking like that, that means you did something wrong. Something wrong, right? You know what? You've done nothing wrong. Now, I'm using my organic coconut flour here. You could substitute that organic coconut flour for whatever kind of a flour that you have in your kitchen, but do not use self-rising flour. That's a no and a no and a no. Now all you have to do is get your oxtail and dip it into the flour. It's going to give it another turn up type of thing. You don't want to skip this step, right? It is critical for the best tasting vegan oxtail in your kitchen. Make sure you get all sides of your oxtail looking like that, right? You go ahead and you just do all of them, dip it in the flour and set it aside. And this is what that step is going to look like, right? Now, moving along in a pan, we're going to cook up them things now. Time for cook. You're going to add your favorite oil. I'm using sunflower seed oil here. My fire here is at a medium heat. Went ahead and I placed my oxtails in that frying pan. We are going to give these oxtail color before we start cooking. Color, honey, color. Now, there's no time stamp on giving the oxtail color, right? All you're doing here, you're just going to keep turning them until you get the desired color. So I'm not going to tell you take 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. You're going to just keep turning the oxtails until you get a nice golden brown color. You need it to have a crisp feel. Just like you're cooking a regular oxtail, you're going to do the step the exact same way, but be sure that you don't burn it though. You don't want to have your fire at a high heat. Be sure that it stays at a medium heat so it gets a nice color slowly. Be sure you get the sides as well. Perfect. May I tell us that these oxtails are amazing. Good. If you're watching me making this vegan oxtail recipe and you have not subscribed, please subscribe, y'all. You don't know what I miss. Check your notifications so you don't miss any of these uploads. Your girl is trying to bring them as much as I possibly can. So all you have to do for your girl is just thumbs up the recipes. Thumbs them up, y'all, because it does help the video to grow. It does help the channel to grow, but it does help the video to move along. Now, what you're going to do here is add about 4 cups of vegetable stock. I made some homemade one there. I did add some pimento seeds and some ginger, right? And garlic. And again, I will list everything that I'm using here down below, so go ahead and check it, right? They will be there. I'm gonna make sure I write everything there because I want you to get this recipe right. Now we're going to add our browning, okay, to give it some color, but we are doing stewed here, right? But you still want to go ahead and add just a tad bit of browning, not too much, because we don't want it for black. We don't want to make brown stew anything here. We are making stewed oxtail and butter bean. So just add just a tad bit of browning. And this process is going to take about 45 minutes cooking time. The entire thing is 45 minutes. But this is what you want to do. You want to go ahead and cover it up and you're going to let it cook for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, we're going to come back here and we are going to finish up the thing. Now, while it's cooking, let me show you what you'll need. You're going to need some onions, tomatoes, bell pepper. You're going to need hot pepper, scallion and thyme, some butter beans, and your coconut cream. You'll need that. And what else? You're going to need some tomato paste because we're making stew here. And that right there is some green season, homemade green season. I'm also going to list a recipe for you down there so you follow that. You're also going to need a black pepper again and the seasoning, oxtail season, apple cider vinegar. This is the tomato paste that I'm using here. I bought it in Aldi's and it is exactly a 6-ounce can. We're going to need the entire thing. So let's go. Now 30 minutes in, that is what your vegan oxtail is going to look like. You're going to go ahead and add your 1.5 cups of coconut milk into it. Coconut cream, not the one you drink, the one in the can or the one in the shell. You go ahead and add that in. Then I added the green season, my homemade green seasoning, to the mix and just even it out all over my oxtails. Okay, and my fire is still here at a medium heat. Now you're going to go in and add your tomato paste to it, the 6-ounce can, the entire thing, and just spread it all over the top of your oxtails. All right, just like so, just like so. Now, after you get done doing all of that, you go ahead, add your onions, your tomato, your bell pepper, colors of choice, scallion and thyme, hot pepper, scotch bonnet pepper. Just go ahead and just pour that good all over that oxtails, honey. Yes, baby. All right. Vegan oxtail not get no better than this. Now you want to go in and add your butter beans all over that good for top it off. Now goodie, we want to give this thing flavor. You want your seasonings and your butter bean for our flavor. So what you're going to do is go in and add another cup of water. All right, add the water in. It's going to look like that. I'm going to season up the thing now. You want to go in and sprinkle us a little bit of salt to it and black pepper. Flavor up the thing. Now you're going to go in and add just a little bit of onion and garlic powder and all that other stuff. You want to go in and add some of that good oxtail seasoning to it. I never cook without vinegar, so I add a little bit of vinegar to it as well, right? And ketchup, even though I did use the tomato paste on bottom, I did add a little bit of ketchup to it. Then honey baby, we added some of that good vegan butter on top, about a tablespoon of that vegan butter, and that is what we have. We're going to let this go ahead and simmer for about another, I'd say 15 minutes, because the process does take altogether 45 minutes of cooking. Cover it up nice, yes, and let it simmer. And after it was done simmering, that is what we have on deck, goodie. Vegan oxtail and butter bean. Yes, look at that. Let's just say this: baby girl does not eat vegan food, and baby girl was loving this vegan oxtail and butter bean recipe. The thing tastes oh so good. Oh so good, y'all. You know, I have to try this, y'all. I have to try the thing all the way up. All the way up. Look at that. Well. That vegan oxtail, stewed oxtail, vegan oxtail and butter bean recipe to the core. And when you put this thing on the plate, goodie, look at that. Look at that. Oh, nice and tender. That gravy is everything. And I did have it with some rice, vegetable rice there. Look what happens. Magic happening now when you cut in that vegan oxtail there. Lord goodie, look on the texture of that. The thing turn up loud. Look at that. That meat is so juicy and moist. Look at that oxtail. Oh my goodness. You have to give this a try. You have to give this recipe a try. Now, share the love with all your friends and family. Tell them what's going on over here. Bring them, come and send them, come. I'm waiting. After they get done doing that, tell me where you want to have me a cook next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy.